I am Sandy Parker Martinez, and I am tickled pink, pink lady posse, to introduce you to my friend and kind of a guru for me, Deborah Edwards. And I want to ask her because I value her and I can't imagine what she's going to say. Deborah, what do women really need to have a great life?
Sandy, I am so glad you asked me that. And I am so glad to be sitting here and having this conversation with you. And I guess what I want to, and it's what I believe. I believe what women really need to do, first of all, is to believe that they can have a great life and to believe that they are the one that can make it so, number one. I
Mm.
remember as I grew up and I'm moving through the world, I am just thinking that I am just a product of what the world wants to give me or what the world wants to show me. And if this person says yes, then I'm moving in this direction. And I realized one day that I get to choose. I get to choose what I want my life to look like, and sometimes, you wake up and you're saying, oh, my life is chaotic and I just hate chaos. Well, you get to choose to not make your life, to get that chaos out of your life. And that is the number one thing, that awareness that you've got the power. You are the captain of the ship. You are the one that's in control. You are your own inner hero. You don't have to look outside yourself for a hero. You are your own hero. And all you've got to do is activate that. Once you have that awareness, you are unstoppable.
Well, tell it, sister.
I was going to preach.
I mean, come on. Well, the thing I used to say is, you're either creating life or you're inheriting it,
Mm,
right? Like if I inherited a house that was decorated in the ugliest furnishings and not me at all, I would change it. But sometimes we inherit a life or a pattern or a belief that we haven't looked closely at in a long time, and we're still under the spell of it.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
I love what you do now. I want you to tell everybody what you do because I have to be honest, self care is probably my least developed habit.
Yeah, and and it's so funny that is so much the way that we as women, we've been taught since we were way young to take care of everybody else and take care of this situation or this situation or this situation, and we're holding it together. We've not really been taught to take care of ourselves. So what I do is I teach self-care. I teach mindfulness practices and all of the ways that we can sustain ourselves with beginning with that awareness of what sustains us and coming up with unique self-care practices because what there are millions of self-care gurus, self-care opportunities that we have, people that are saying, okay, you need to do yoga, you need to do meditation, you need to do this, you need to get out in the woods. But what I do is um, we get together through coaching, some of my programs, my mastermind, my 2 day self care intensive. We get together and focus on you. What works for you? If you're not going to be and looking at what areas of your life really need some attention and
Mhm.
just getting it down to bare tax, focusing on what you can control within you to make your life amazing so that you can wear your pink lady posse jacket with like pride, right? Like I am a pink lady. I am someone who is unstoppable. I am someone who is living life to the fullest to support me and my radical well being. Did that answer your question?
It did, and one of the things I really appreciate about you is that you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. Like the
Oh
other day,
yeah.
I said, "Where are you?" You go, "You're in some beach or something." I'm like, "Man, I wish I went to a beach." I'm like, "What's stopping me?
Yeah.
What's stopping me?" I know for myself, I need to be by water, and I haven't been by the water in a long time. Man, I love water. Mm-mm-mm.
I do too. And I got to tell you, one day and this was before I met my partner, right? I was lying in bed and I woke up at about 7 o'clock and I'm like, the beach is calling me. And I live in the upstate of South Carolina. So I got up that morning, called a friend of mine, and said, I'm feeling the beach. I'm going to the beach. You want to come? It's a 3.5 hour drive to the beach. I went to the beach. I hung out. I sat on the beach. I listened to the waves. I had lunch.
Ah,
I went back out to the beach again and I drove back home. I am a water baby, and I love the ocean, and I love any kind of water. And so knowing that, right? That's an awareness. I know when I go to the beach, I am going to be filled up. I am going to feel that ocean energy that I crave. And so just knowing that, I know that when I feel stinky, maybe I need to get myself to some water somehow.
absolutely. And you know what? I wouldn't go to bed without plugging in my phone. Like I want to wake up and know my phone is fully charged.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would I not do that for myself?
Oh, hello.
I mean, but sometimes I go, I'm so tired. I'm like, sister, get with the program. So I
Yeah.
love you, Deborah Edwards. I love your what you stand for, what you think women deserve, what you deserve, what I deserve. And I'm so happy you're in the Pink Lady Posse. I know we'll be hearing more for you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you for providing this space. There's so few spaces for us to show up authentically and take care of ourselves. I am grateful for you and creating this Pink Lady Posse.
Well, more to come.